Hello everyone. It is time for us to have a sit down chat because what have I done? We are going to talk about everything that is my upcoming near-term future and long-term future. So grab yourself your favorite beverage and let's get to chatting. Hello, if you're new here, I'm Katie. I'm a single lady and a mom to one cat, Moira. I currently live in Western North Carolina in the mountains here, so beautiful, just outside of Asheville. And I'm getting ready to move. Wait, what are you doing? That's not the big announcement. The move is not the big announcement. For those already following along, they know I'm moving, but do you know where I'm moving? Can you guess down in the comments? Save the confetti, we'll need that later. This will be about my 7th move in 10 years, though this one will be my shortest distance move. It's about 130 miles. I would say that the most significant difference for this move is that this time I'm moving into a home that I'm purchasing. Why? I love renting and I've been a big advocate for renting since I was young. I have been fortunate to have experienced a lot of benefits of renting. At one point, I really disliked a job that I had, and I was in a rental situation where I was month to month. At the time, I lived in Boston. So when I received a job offer in Chicago, it was no problem to just be like, yep, I'll be there. And then tell my landlord like, hey, I'm done. At the end of this month, I'm out. So that was a huge benefit. Also, other than being month to month, I've been very fortunate to align job changes to ends of leases. So I could just easily wash my hands of a place and move to where that next job took me. Now, this was in the day of needing to go into an office. So I was relocating to be near a company and their offices so that I could go in. I have had other benefits too. Just last year, a water pipe broke in my apartment. While that was relatively stressful time, more for my cat than for me, the apartment complex took care of everything. They coordinated with all of the construction people that needed to come in. They brought in all of the industrial fans that were needed to dry out my space. And they put me up in one of our furnished apartments here and also gave me a discount on my rent. It was everything. It made it so easy. Truthfully, during that time, I told everyone for something like that is terrible happening, it could not have been any better. Right? So I'm really so thankful to have that one number, that one contact that everything goes through. I've had other issues here with like garbage disposal and my washing machine. And, I know the maintenance guys here because of the waterfall in the living room water pipe issue. And, they just pop over and can easily fix things for me. And, it's no additional cost. I recently heard the saying that rent is the most you'll ever pay and a mortgage is the least you'll ever pay. And I gotta tell ya, that's really been hitting me in waves and giving me a bit of anxiety here and there. Cause it's like, yeah, that's true. And not only I paid less than rent when I had the water pipe break, right? Cause even though I was in a fully furnished apartment, they gave me a huge discount on rent. So that was really nice. They gave me the discount because the inconvenience of not being in your own place. So, but truthfully, I have had experienced so many benefits from renting that I am a loud and proud advocate for the benefits of renting. In society, or at least in the bubbles of the world that I've interacted with, there's a lot of advocacy for home ownership, right? Don't throw your money away, even though there is always the risk that what you buy ends up being of lower value at some point. But anywho, it is a hard transition for me to go into a situation where I'm buying a home because I've been such the advocate for renting that it almost feels like it's a piece of my core being. It's not exactly that. I truly just advocate for, one, just so for people who have only ever been told that, you know, home ownership is the only path to a successful life. So maybe they judge other people or they feel pressure to become a homeowner. I advocate the other side just so that they know the other side exists. And then also I advocate for those, I speak up about the benefits of renting, not just for those who have home ownership shoved down their throat, but also for those who have chosen to rent, so that I can hopefully make space where they can feel comfortably content with their decision and what is right for them. There is no one definition for a successful life, so don't let society ever tell you otherwise. But yes, in this case, I am transitioning from renting into moving. I just feel that the way that my brain works is that no matter how much I love a space that I'm in, and I love my current space, or the area that I'm in, and I love my current area, my brain just constantly goes, hey, but we're renting, so what's next? Where's next? For that reason, I have decided if I want to remove the where's next piece of my brain that never shuts off, and I do desire that because I want to build deep connections with my community. I want to create new friendships in the area that I'm living. I truly want to be an integral part of community. And by moving as often as I do, or as often as I haven't really been able to build the connections that I'm seeking. So let's all hope that home ownership does for me what I'm hoping it will do. And let's also hope that it's kind on me so that I don't initially have a lot of things that I need to do, because just the thought of the responsibility of owning versus renting is making me need to do my grounding exercises right now. So earlier I said that moving wasn't the big announcement. So the big announcement is that I'm moving to Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually, I'm moving outside of Charlotte, but I will always refer to it as Charlotte. Kind of like how Kristen Bell says she's from Detroit, but really she's from a suburb of Detroit, or Metro Detroit as people refer to it. Don't come after me. I love Kristen Bell. I just feel as a fellow Michigander, I can talk a little smack. Now, why I chose this area, I currently live outside of Asheville because I wanted my daily things to be convenient to me, like the grocery store, gas station, pharmacy. I wanted parking. And so I can find that type of environment outside of Charlotte very easily. And so I'm hoping it'll be a similar situation where here it's like my daily conveniences are oh so convenient, but when I want to do something special, I'm just a little bit further from Asheville. So in Charlotte or in just outside Charlotte, I will be so close that I can just head into Charlotte whenever I want to. The other thing there is that driving seems fairly convenient. I know that there are some issues, but for me, I mean, I've lived in Boston and I've lived in Atlanta, so the driving seems fine. So I will be comfortable going and doing things. Also, it's a big enough city that activities are stood up in the area. People come visit through there. Nate Bargatze, if you've been following along, you know I went and saw him in Charlotte a few months ago. And also, they have an airport, so that was important to me. Oh, plus on the driving piece, they also have public transit, such as the light rail. So that's a huge bonus. Like that, they have that in Denver, and I love that. When I lived in Boston, I was like, I like public transit to be an option, but I don't want it to be like a requirement to get to my job. Just because you pack a lot of people in those cars. Sometimes the air conditioning doesn't work in the summer, and we're all just in there sweating together. It's not a good way to start your day. Not for me anyway. I'm a very sweaty person naturally, so shove me in a cart with a bunch of people with no air conditioning. By the time I get to work, I look like a drowned rat. So anyway, that's a tangent. So yeah, ultimately, with all the places I've lived and cities I've experienced, such as Denver, I feel like Charlotte has a lot of those benefits. Oh, also, they have some professional sports teams. So like, that's just fun, you know? In grade school, starter jackets, grade school, middle school, those were the thing. And I had a Charlotte Hornets starter jacket. So, you know, maybe I'm just coming full circle with all of this. So that's it, everyone. That's the big announcement. I'm moving in the near future, and I'm moving to the Charlotte area to a home that I'm purchasing. So if you are excited for the journey, like I am, I hope you'll subscribe and follow along as we go through all of the apparently many steps that are required to make this move happen. Thank you so much for watching.